Okay, so it's Assata Israel here with another daily docey dose. And I was just like sitting right here thinking, I am my ancestors' wildest dream. That is an affirmation. Like, to think this generation, my generation, we have the abilities, the knowledge, we have all of that to create the future for our descendants, to learn from our ancestors' mistakes and do better, show our elders and our legacy. Because these kids coming up, those are our legacy. What we feed into them is what we create for the next for the we that's how we create the rest of the world that they inherit for real. What we feed into them. So they are our legacy. They don't have to be your kid, but they are your legacy. Cause what they learn from you is what the world will become. So it's like, how can you leave this world better than how you found it? That is your legacy. Being able to do that, being able to touch one and teach one. And it's like, I just keep thinking of Nicki Minaj and Rihanna's song Fly. Like, she said, I am not fly, I am levitation. I represent an entire generation. I hear the criticism loud and clear. That is how I know that the time is near. We become alive in a time of fear, and I ain't got the motherfucking time for fear. Cry my eyes out for days upon days. Such a heavy burden placed upon me. But when you go hard, your yays become nays. Soak that in for a second. And then go listen to Boogie Down Production album, Edutainment, but specifically the song The Homeless. And you will see the truth for yourself. Like, we have the power to create whatever we want to. Go listen to Brandy I specifically say Brandy because when you type in Brandy Wake Up Everybody, you'll see the specific song that I want you to hear. Go listen to Hope with Twista and Faith Evans. Like, go listen to them. Go listen to Left Eye Supernova. Specifically Universal Quest. Like, listen to these songs. Listen to the words. Don't just listen to the beat. Listen to what they are saying. Go listen to Marvin Gaye, What's Going On, the album. You can listen to the song, but listen to the album. Go listen to Lauryn Hill's MTV Unplugged album. The entire 22 tracks. The interludes, the songs, the melodies, the words, all of it. Mystery of Iniquity, Adam Lives in Theory. Like, you gotta listen and unlock the shackles in your mind. Because the truth is right there in front of our eyes. If you don't want to listen to them, go listen to, what's the song that I'm thinking of? Nas Heaven. Go listen to Nas God's Son. Go listen to Nas King's Disease 1 and 2. Go listen to Tupac's 7 Day Theory. Like, go listen to these. Go listen to Jay-Z 444. Like, I can give you a whole list of things to listen to, and it's gonna blow your mind. Go listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire Spirit album, okay? Go listen to it. If you don't listen to anything I say, go listen to that album. And then come back and leave me a comment on what you think. Because if you don't want to listen to the albums, read. Just search up Earth, Wind, and Fire's albums. Just go to Google, type in Earth, Wind, and Fire albums, and just read the titles of every last one of their albums. And then go search up a Tribe Called Quest albums and read the titles of each one of their albums. Just read it. It ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna kill you to read it. You read this post. You read the title of this video before you came to watch it. You go read all of the posts that people make on Facebook. You read your notifications. You try to read into people. Go read something. Go expand your mind to think beyond what you think you know already. Then you will see how ignorant you truly are. And then you also learn how to become more knowledgeable. Like me, I know I'm ignorant. I have no problem admitting that. Because then I know that I am a student to life. I know that it's more to be known. It's more to learn. It's more to find understanding on. There's nothing wrong with being ignorant. It's wrong. It's a problem when you choose to stay ignorant towards the things you don't know. And it's just that simple. Like and that's why I said I am my ancestors' wildest dreams, because we have access to I want to say unfathomable. That's the word that's on my tongue, but I don't know what that word means, so I don't really want to use that. But we have unlimited access to Google. Research. What is research? Search something, then research it again. Don't just go off of that first article that you read. Scroll up. Read that first article, that second, that third, that fourth, that fifth, that 10th. Read it. Like, people want to know about spirituality, all of this stuff. They want to go listen to what other people saying about it. Go read something and then think on. Oh, I just poked myself in my head. Then think on what you just read. Critical think about it. Don't just go off of what I'm saying either. Like, I don't know everything. I'm learning just as the next person. But the thing is, I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to be a student. I'm willing to admit I'm ignorant and to find solutions to solve my ignorance. The only problems that we have is the ones we choose to have. The problems that we choose to resist change. It's not really a problem for real. You just making it a problem. Like, we have the power of our future at our fingertips, but we steady allowing other people to create our future. That is where our ancestors failed at. Like, I ain't got no problem with Martin Luther King, but I watched Mayor Daley's Papa Daily, not the Son Daily. I'm talking about Papa Daily. I watched his documentary, and MLK, he didn't know what he didn't know. He had the chance to end that whole thing, but he didn't want to read. They gave him a whole big old packet, 100-word packet. He could have brought that to our ancestors, to our elders, and they all read that together and figured out what it meant. Add meaning to it. Could have took a highlighter and a pen and wrote in what they wanted to before signing anything. But he didn't take that time. I ain't saying that's wrong, but all I'm saying is we got to do better. We can't just allow things to just be what it is. Yeah, everything just is what it is, but it also is what it's not. We can change things. Fate can change. We may not look at it as that it can change, but once you shift your destiny, once you live in your destiny, you find your purpose and you live in what you're destined to do, you can shift fate. It's quite possible. Right now, it may seem impossible, but I honestly in my heart believe that it's possible. Because fate is connected to our collective consciousness. It's not connected to a particular person. This earth is fated to die because the collective consciousness is decaying. What if we shift that? What if we take the time to sit with ourselves like the pandemic made us do 2 years ago? But what if we consciously this time take the time and we sit with ourselves and we create the future that we want, so we didn't gotta suffer through another pandemic. We ain't gotta hold our fist up saying Black Lives Matter. Cause like Kevin Gates, I just heard him say this today. Like, who do Black Lives Matter to? We talk about each other, we kill each other, we shame each other, we spit in each other's faces. So we steady hollering Black Lives Matter just to get this lady up in a mansion that we can't even step foot in. Like, come on now. Get off your high horse and make a horse. Like, I ain't saying that it's possible. I ain't saying that it's not possible. But at the end of the day, make what you want your life to look like. Stop waiting for the next person to come do it for you. You have the pen. All you gotta do is pick up a pen. Literally. All you gotta do is type some words into these screens. All you have to do is think. Well, listen. You ain't even gotta think if you don't want to think. If you feel like thinking take too much of your time, listen. Just listen. Just sit in your room, turn off everything, quiet out all the noise, and just listen. That's it. Don't do nothing else. Just lay your head back, stare at the ceiling, stare at the walls, stare into a mirror, and just listen. If thinking is too much, like, because people be like, I don't have enough time. But you got enough time to eat, fuck, sleep, drink, smoke, shit, talk, dance, watch TV, go buy things, go be in other people's faces, gossip, gluttony, greed, lust, envy, sloth. You got all the time in the world for the things that don't matter, but you don't have enough time to God. You sit up there and pray to God all the time, but you ain't got time to spend with God. Like, come on now. You steady praying. Oh, this making me mad as hell. Man. Come on now. Assata Israel. Like, God using me. I ain't got no problem being God's vessel to communicate a message. Because when we need to hear something, we need someone that's going to rip that Band-Aid off and take that shit off. Like, because at the end of the day, who going to tell us better? Who going to show us better? Who going to show these kids better? Y'all can keep talking and saying, like, this world won't get no better. Yeah, because we not making the world that we want to live in. We have to be willing to make the world a better place. We can't just sit there and let these people that killed the world. We cannot let the people that poison us try to save us. Like, no, it don't work like that. It don't work. It never did. It never worked like that. Stop expecting people that transported you here against your will, that's literally pushing propaganda to control your mind, to tell you how to be free, to make sure that you get the same resources that they able to. Like, I just did an assignment for school. The wealth gap is fucking insane, bro. For white America, it's 184,000 in 2019. This survey on consumer finance was taken in 2019. The average white household has $184,000 a year. The average black household has $23,000. That's 1/8. That's 1/8. We're literally here. They're here. We're here. What the fuck? My kids not finna suffer through that. Even if we gotta go build our own house in the middle of the ocean and start our own civilization, then that's what it's gonna be. But my kids when I had kids, they is not finna suffer through that shit. Cause then they just like they gonna be waiting for Jesus to come back. Well, let me tell you about these little gammy kids that I'm gonna make. Okay, like Assata Israel. Two, I ain't even gonna say their names because they name is gonna be man, they gonna know their life path. That's one thing about I'd rather show than talk. Peace and love.